Linda Martin Alcoff's book, Rape and Resistance, is a compelling and innovative work that seeks to challenge the simplistic language often used in public discussions surrounding rape and sexual violence. By highlighting the intricate nature of our experiences with sexual violation, Alcoff aims to rectify the misinterpretations that can occur when survivors' voices enter the public realm. While movements like MeToo have been driven by survivors, their words can be subject to manipulation or misrepresentation, ultimately undermining their impact. Alcoff argues that we must move away from assuming universal experiences of sexual violence and instead acknowledge the significance of local and personal contexts. It is crucial to consider who is speaking and under what circumstances, as this greatly influences how activists' and survivors' protests will be received and comprehended. In her book, Linda Alcoff acknowledges the changing times we live in, where women's allegations of rape are met with both a continuity of responses and a backlash of misogyny. She highlights that the complexities of this issue cannot be reduced to a simple battle between two sides, as multiple positions exist within a web of social and political complications. Alcoff embarks on a journey where she draws on key theorists to comprehend the challenge of pro-rape discourses in our society. To resist rape as a behavior, she argues that we need to challenge dominant discourses and transform the social conditions that enable it. The power of speech plays a central role in her analysis, but she also emphasizes the importance of what is heard and the responses generated. The first chapter underscores the significance of survivors' testimonies, while recognizing the diverse responses they receive, including the risks to the survivors themselves. Dismissing rape accusations as lies, misunderstandings, or attempts for personal gain are all forms of silencing mechanisms that hinder progress. Alcoff argues that survivors' interpretations of their experiences should inform a reconsideration and deeper understanding of sexual violations. The subsequent chapters delve into social norms, sexual subjectivities, and the concept of consent. Alcoff navigates disputed terrain, addressing the call to end norms and the emphasis on dangerousness invoked against perpetrators. She advocates for informed moderation, recognizing the harms caused while maintaining a balanced perspective. In Chapter 4, Alcoff asserts that sexual violation must be understood in relation to the cultural norms surrounding sexuality, going beyond consent to include desire, pleasure, and the processes of self-making. Power dynamics and gender relations are central to comprehending the repetition of power losses in various contexts. Alcoff acknowledges the complexities and problems associated with survivors' speech in Chapter 5. She critiques the terms and concepts used to describe sexual violations and highlights the challenges of establishing commonly understood words and meanings across different geographical, political, and cultural contexts. The following chapter focuses on first-person narratives, examining their power and potential empowerment or disempowerment based on context. Alcoff discusses the ways in which these narratives have been shaped by media and expert interpretations, sometimes reinforcing damaging stereotypes. Chapter 7 explores the constitution of the self and how it is formed in relationships and shaped by social conditions. Alcoff engages with Butler's ideas, while cautioning against a rigid perspective that negates the possibility of selfhood. She asserts that we are both formed and form ourselves in response to dominant discourses, acknowledging agency while recognizing power dynamics and oppression. The conclusion of the book returns to the initial epistemic friction, emphasizing the need to expand the conceptual landscape through which we understand sexual violations. Alcoff highlights the importance of listening to survivors' voices and understanding the diverse positions occupied by different groups, both within and between nations. Intersectionality plays a crucial role in shaping experiences of sexual victimization and responses to them. Alcoff underscores how sexual assault can destabilize individuals' identities and have a ripple effect, impacting not only the survivors themselves, but also those around them.